Hey, welcome back to 2DG for another beer review for you. What do we got today?
We have the Hop Hound.
Hey, Hop Hound, how you doing? That's gross. What do we got?
But we also have Totally Naked from New Glarus.
New Glarus, again, out of Wisconsin. Only
Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
They are trying to be the official brewery of Wisconsin, trying to take that away from Miller, which in my opinion they have, but...
I agree. Why not?
Anyway.
So, tell me about the style.
Totally Naked is it's a lager, and what they consider it as an extra pale lager or a premium, but we're going to go ahead and classify this as an American adjuncty pale lager.
Is it an adjunct?
I don't know. Let me read this. You go ahead and talk about it.
Go ahead.
It doesn't say that it is.
See, the Hop Hound, I'm trying to get a taste.
Yeah, we're gonna say it's a pale lager.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and crack it open.
Let's say all the other New Glarus beers that we've had, we've pretty much given good reviews.
I think there was one of them we put fairly low considering, but I think overall New Glarus is scoring pretty well. Go ahead and crack that open. Again, there's a few that I think even surprised me. And the last one we reviewed, really...
The raspberry tart.
Yeah, that hit the top marks on that thing. That was a great beer. Wow. This is what always concerns me when we pour New Glarus.
The coaster stuck to this one in case anybody's paying attention.
That's only because we washed the glasses, not because it's been sitting there getting nasty.
Yeah, don't assume.
So anyway, this is one of the things that always concerns me on some of the New Glarus is how flippin' light these are.
Yeah, this one, honestly, maybe a little lighter than one of the Miller Lite or big three beers that we've done for our trash talk.
It's at least on par for the Coors Banquet.
Yeah. Real pale straw color, nice white head, loose bubbles, about a half a finger.
It's hanging around though.
No, yeah, it is, which is nice when you have a beer. Unless it's high alcohol or like a sour, you want it to stick around a little bit. That shows that they're actually putting thought into the malt bill, which is nice to see. So
it's a good looking beer though. I mean, it's other than the lightness,
yeah.
It looks all right.
Let's go ahead and give it a sniff.
Let's do that.
Yeah, see, this is interesting. Given the style of beer it is, you generally expect to get a lot of malt flavor out of like Pilsner or biscuity malt. Actually, I'm only getting really the fruity ester, so I'm guessing...
Me too, and this is what surprises me.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the yeast strain that they're using here is some sort of a like a house yeast strain, because I do get this with a lot of their pale beers that we've done. I'm not getting any of the malt from it.
I'm getting strictly, a little bit,
yeah,
but it's subtle.
It's like, yeah, maybe Pilsner, but other than that, it's just insanely fruity, spicy, estery in the nose. And honestly, you do get that a lot from the yeast on that.
To put it blunt, it's encouraging.
No, yeah, it's definitely a positive.
Yeah,
for this beer. But let's get a taste.
Let's do it.
Okay. The taste, right up front, you get a lot of that fruity ester kind of taste you get from the yeast there. Past that, it's more of like a really mellow, tame, wet, cardboardy malt flavor that pretty much carries all the way down. The estery fruitiness from the yeast hits strong at the front, none in the middle, and it's very mellow at the back. Now, that's actually kind of surprising because I expected this one to have a little bit more flavor as far as malt bill goes. We just had some guests, so the Hop Hound wants to get down.
Yeah, I would agree. It's that's true.
yeah. It's kind of disappointing a little bit, but like for it being a lager type or a lager beer, it does have a little bit more flavor than.
It does.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. It's got more of the I'm going to say it's got more of the yeast flavors.
Yeah.
But overall flavors, I'm going to say it's a lot lower than some of the others. I just don't find that it has much flavor.
All right, yeah. Let's get into style again. This is an American Pale Lager, or an extra premium is what they call it. But I'm not gonna. I'm
gonna say in a pale lager would be in the same vein as the Coors Banquet.
Yeah, Coors, the PBR that we did earlier.
Yeah.
Style-wise, they give this one a 71. Overall, they give it a 30, so a little bit.
Okay, and I just want to point out that this is where I disagree with some of these rate beer and all that, because if you've seen our series Trash Talk, we've done two basically similar beers, and rate beers just trashed them. I mean, one of them got a 1.
Well, the other one got a 2, so let's not bump it up.
But they're putting this so much ahead, and I'm going to tell you
28 points higher than the better one.
I'm going to tell you that, in my opinion, this is a PBR at best.
Style.
No, I'm going to say it's a PBR at best in flavor and complexity.
So number.
The only difference is PBR had a bitter thing that just shot across my mouth. I give it a 4. I'm just not overly impressed.
I'm going to say that I completely disagree with you.
I just miss flavor.
This actually has flavor, and I'm getting a lot of it from the yeast. You get that fruity ester. Yeah, but you look at PBR and we didn't get anything. You got a
nose on Coors.
Yeah, Coors, but you didn't mention that. So
no, I did.
No, but you got the metallic taste from PBR. That
is true.
This one you go for the style. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Wow.
Coors I gave an 8. This one has more of a complex flavor, at least from the yeast style. It doesn't quite give you the bready malt type flavor that Coors did. It is subtle, but it's not there. No. However, for you to put this on par with PBR for me is hilarious, but
it just lacks dimension.
It's a lot better than PBR, and it is better than Coors. Although I will say the Coors that we had, the Yellow Belly or the Coors Banquet, is pretty close, but this one is better.
Really?
Yeah. No,
I felt that the Coors had better flavor than this.
Well, I can at least somewhat concede a point to that, but when you're saying PBR is on par, he's a couple.
We do.
Overall.
Overall, this is going to be pretty low on my overall scale. I'm going to stick with the 4 because I'm not going to seek this out again. Next time in Wisconsin, this isn't on my bill to get. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that.
Overall, it's tough. I'm going to give this one a 4. Coors is almost there in terms of flavor, and it's cheaper, so you would think that would lead it to a higher overall score. However, I know that Coors also uses adjuncts, and I don't believe New Glarus does.
That's true.
So for me, the flavor is a tad better, and it doesn't use the cheap ingredients. So I'm going to give it a higher score. Is it more expensive? Yeah. Is the flavor almost the same? Yeah. But
I'm going to say Coors is better. Banquet.
He's wrong.
I'm just telling you what it tasted.
And in fact, he gave Coors a 6. But
that's accurate.
So, yeah, for me, 4. It is 1 higher than Coors and like 2.5 higher than PBR. To me, if you want a clean, sessionable craft lager that you can drink all day, it'll be up there. It's not the highest. There's lagers or pilsners that I've had that are a lot better, but for what it is, it's pretty good.
Jinx Proof over.
Well, Jinx Proof, or if you want to do Prima Pils from Victory as well. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
But what I will say, I don't want to. I know you say adjunct a lot. I don't want to crap on adjunct. I just want to point out that Bo and Luke includes corn.
No, and then I'm not.
From ATG.
Yeah, I'm not crapping on adjunct, but when you're one of the big ones and you use adjunct, it's because you're cheap as hell.
No,
let's be honest.
True. It is.
When you're Bo and Luke or something like that.
Well, I think they use that to play on the rye and all that.
No, yeah.
It's part of the Kentucky heritage for the whiskey and all that. I think that's part of the reason they do it.
Your big 3, you're just cheap as hell, and it makes up a big percentage of your grain bill. But Yeah, for me this is better than those, and I would pick this one.
So here you go. 2 conflicting opinions on this one. Again, I think there was one other new Glarus where we were totally polar opposite. I was all hyped for it, and you were kind of like, eh. And this is just the opposite.
Yeah, he's wrong though. Go ahead and try to find it if you can. Again, New Glarus is only in Wisconsin.
It is worth seeking
no,
out.
Yeah,
they produce some excellent beers.
Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Go and give us a
smack that like button. It helps the channel.
Smash, and we'll talk to you.
All right. Hey, take it easy.
2DG.